So product cycles for cars stretch over several years, which means a lot of times a brand new model like this one isn't much different from, say, one 2 years ago, or 3, or 4, or even 5. In fact, this 2018 Toyota Camry looks a lot like that brand new one over there, doesn't it? But other times, a couple of years can make a huge difference, and the newest version of a vehicle makes a compelling case for itself. Hey, I'm Lauren from Edmunds, where we're known as the car testing pros. We've teamed up with the experts at CarMax to help you find the right vehicle for your needs. Leasing a new car can get you a lower payment or more car. But the same goes for buying used. Of course, market conditions always play a factor for new and used car prices, so keep that in mind when you're shopping for a car. Finally, if the factory warranty is expired and you didn't purchase an extended service plan to add additional protection, you'll be responsible for any repairs that need to be made. So when is it better to buy used or lease new? Let's look at a couple real-world examples. This Camry is the 2018, and it's the last time the Toyota sedan was redesigned. And this is the 2023, the most recent year on sale. Now I know what you're thinking, aside from color, it's basically the same picture. And a quick glance tells you that, from the outside at least, not a lot has changed with these two Camrys. Pretty much same headlights, grille. Wow, they're really hard to tell apart. So what about the interior? Can you tell the difference between the two? The changes are subtle, except for the obvious size difference of the screen. Even behind the wheel, they feel the same. They have the same engine and same road manners. Apple CarPlay was added in 2019, but a 2018 Camry like this one can have CarPlay added at a Toyota dealership, and many of them don't even charge for the upgrade. Both cars have advanced driver aids, but on the newer one, they're all standard. On models like this 2018, you're gonna have to check the features list carefully to make sure the previous owner added them in. In this case, the Camry works well as a used vehicle because there haven't been many changes over the years. Yes, some features are standard now, but aside from the odometer, there's not a lot of difference between the old one and the new one, making buying used a compelling choice. On the other hand, the Jeep Grand Cherokee was redesigned in 2022, which meant a big step forward from this 2019. Yeah, it doesn't take a trained eye to see the differences between these two Jeeps, that's for certain. The new one looks sleek and modern, and this older model is, well, it looks good, but let's just say it's very familiar. The interiors are miles apart. The 2022 has tons of upgrades and the latest tech, while the older generation looks, well, basic in comparison. It's definitely not bad, but the differences between the two interiors are massive. You can now get the Jeep as a plug-in hybrid known as the 4xe. There's a new standard touchscreen, and many driver aids like adaptive cruise control are standard features. Back in 2018, driver aids like blind spot monitoring and forward collision were optional. So that alone is a sizable upgrade. Not to mention, the newer Grand Cherokee has a more upscale feeling interior, looks sharper, and generally just drives better. So, unlike the Camry, the new Grand Cherokee has lots of advantages over the older model. Between the new hybrid powertrain, standard safety features, better infotainment, and a lot more, the new and improved Jeep is a big departure from the last generation. In this case, it's like upgrading from a flip phone to one of these. Whether you should lease new or buy used really depends on the type of vehicle you're shopping for. If you're looking at a vehicle that hasn't had many updates, like a Camry, then maybe leasing a brand new car isn't doing you many favors. But if your choice of car has had a full refresh in the past year or so, like this Grand Cherokee, you could be looking at a different decision. Now, if you're really hung up on the new car smell, there's always these. If you have more questions about the differences between leasing and buying, check out the article linked right here. Now let me ask you, are you team buy used or team lease new? Let us know in the comments below, and thanks for watching.